Tappan's Burro by Zane Grey. Chapter 1. Tappan gazed down upon the newly born little burro with something of pity and consternation. It was not a vigorous offspring of the redoubtable Jenet, champion of all the numberless burros he had driven in his desert prospecting years. He could not leave it there to die. Surely it was not strong enough to follow its mother, and to kill it was beyond him. "Poor little devil," soliloquized Tappan. "Reckon neither Jenny nor I wanted it to be born. I'll have to hold up in this camp a few days. You never can tell what a burro will do. It might fool us and grow strong all of a sudden." Whereupon Tappan left Jenny and her tiny gray lop-eared baby to themselves, and leisurely set about making permanent camp. The water at this oasis was not much to his liking, but it was drinkable, and he felt he must put up with it. For the rest, the oasis was desirable enough as a camping site. Desert wanderers like Tappan favored the lonely waterholes. This one was up inside the bold brow of the Chocolate Mountains, where rocky wall met the desert sand, and a green patch of palo verdes and mesquites proved the presence of water. It had a magnificent view, down a many-leagued slope of desert growths, across the dark belt of green and shining strip of red that marked the Rio Colorado, and on to the upflung Arizona land, range lifting to range, until the saw-toothed peaks notched the blue sky. Locked in the iron fastness of these desert mountains was gold. Tappan, if he had any calling, was a prospector. But the lure of gold did not bind him to this wandering life any more than the freedom of it. He had never made a rich strike. About the best he could ever do was to dig enough gold to grub-stake himself for another prospecting trip into some remote corner of the American desert. Tappan knew the arid Southwest from San Diego to the Pecos River, and from Picacho on the Colorado to the Tonto Basin. Few prospectors had the strength and endurance of Tappan. He was a giant in build, and at 35 had never yet reached the limit of his physical force. With hammer and pick and magnifying glass, Tappan scaled the bare ridges. He was not an expert in testing minerals. He knew he might easily pass by a rich vein of ore, but he did his best, sure at least that no prospector could get more than he out of the pursuit of gold. Tappan was more of a naturalist than a prospector, and more of a dreamer than either. Many were the idle moments that he sat staring down the vast reaches of the valleys, or watching some creature of the wasteland, or marveling at the vivid hues of desert flowers. Tappan waited 2 weeks at this
Sample complete. Ready to continue?